Krissy Vann joining you with a look at our developing stories. We'll tell you who's below seasonal, who could see thunderstorms, they seem like the theme of June so far, and who's hot, humid and rainy. Well, in Newfoundland, yes, rainy for you in St. John's, but certainly not hot and humid. We are seeing the humidity building through Ontario, and it's been quite a bit cooler for you in Alberta. So we'll talk about if those temperatures will be improving. One thing that we are looking at through the day today, the risk of thunderstorms in the foothills of Alberta through the southern and central BC interior. These aren't heavily moisture-laden systems, and I know the rain, something that's well needed. Temperatures for Monday in Winnipeg, 17 degrees, seeing increasing cloud. And as we look at Winnipeg on Saturday, I know it seems to be the theme for the prairies. We've seen some substantial thunderstorms over the weekend and last couple of days. Moving into Ontario, we do have the risk of thunderstorms developing from southwestern Ontario and in toward the Niagara Peninsula. Otherwise, you can see some widespread showers. I do want to mention when it comes to downpours with the thunderstorms, Environment Canada has issued a special weather statement. So we could potentially be looking at 30 to 40 millimeters of rain with these storms. And if you see more than one, locally you could exceed 50 plus millimeters of rain. So this is our rainfall accumulation taking us all the way through Tuesday. Yes, you're not going to be packing away the umbrellas anytime soon. We will see another round of rain move in Monday overnight into Tuesday, and those darker yellows, those indicating that 50 millimeters that we spoke of. Traveling further east now. Move through eastern portions of the Maritimes. Vastly different day today. You can see a mix of sun and cloud. Beautiful temperatures as well. 19 degrees in Halifax, Moncton. Patio weather for you and 22. But watch this in St. John's. Remember at the beginning when I talked about cooler, you're feeling it on Monday. 8 degrees, where typically this time of year you should be sitting at 16 degrees. Let's take a look ahead, shall we? So we are looking at our Monday, where we're still seeing the clear conditions for you in Atlantic Canada. These are the showers moving in overnight Monday into Tuesday for Ontario. They impact you in the Maritimes by your Tuesday and Wednesday. That becomes the story for Newfoundland. So we're in a bit of an unsettled pattern. Must-see video now, though, coming out of Georgia. Thanks, Rachel. Pretty fascinating stuff there. Krissy Vann joining you. We wrap up the weekend. We're going to talk about where we'll find the thunderstorm potential in the west, but let's look for where we could see showers to start the week. Atlantic Canada looking like a great Monday for you. Plenty of sunshine in the Maritimes. Could pick up a lingering shower for you in Gander, but for the most part, you have cleared out. We are looking at showers, though, for southern Quebec. Montreal, a bit of a wet commute and reaching 21 degrees. Outside of our Oakville studios, the risk of some embedded thunderstorms, particularly through the Niagara region and down toward the southwest. And with these storms, rainfall, the big ingredient. Environment Canada has actually issued a special weather statement where if you see more than one of these thunderstorms, localized areas could potentially pick up 50 plus millimeters of rain. As we head through our Monday in the prairies, things are looking nice and dry, although you will notice a little bit on the cooler side. Still, I know Alberta, you've seen quite cool conditions over the last couple of days. We are watching as well for the risk of thunderstorms through the foothills of Alberta, through the southern and central BC interior, and those could fire off through the afternoon and into the evening, but they're not going to be heavily moisture laden. You will pick up a couple millimeters of rain at that. Now, how are things going to be shaping up in the weeks ahead? We'll be joining Chris St. Clair with those answers in the Long Ranger. Thanks, Chris. And those illustrate the danger of lightning. We're going to talk about where in the country we could see thunderstorms spawning lightning. But as you'll notice on the cloud tops here, although soggy for some to wrap up the weekend, like in Ontario and here through southern Manitoba, northwestern Ontario, we are going to see some improving conditions for many as we head into the start of the week. Atlantic Canada and the Maritimes, you are one of them. Sunshine Monday. Gander, looks like you'll pick up a lingering isolated shower, but you will see the return of the sunshine. And through southern Quebec, we are looking at rain move in for you. Montreal, a wet commute, 21 degrees for your Monday. Speaking of wet conditions, I have more details on this story coming up later on. Let's head to Ontario now, where of course it's been a soggy end to the weekend. We do have the threat of thunderstorms through the Niagara Peninsula, heading down through southwestern Ontario. Heavy downpours could play into a big part of this tale, where we could see some really heavy downpours with these thunderstorms. And if you see a couple of them, you could even exceed 50+ millimeters of rain. In through the prairies on Monday, we have sunshine, some slightly cooler conditions, and watch out through the foothills of Alberta and through the BC interior, the risk of thunderstorms today. Now coming up, we're going to be joining Kim McDonald, and she'll have all the details on the things you need to know.